Hello guys, it's Thomas, and today, more Remotetech, episode 4. Now here you see me launching a tiny little probe. This probe is going where no other probe has gone before, at least in my game, because I didn't have coverage there. It's going to the Mun, or the Moon. I think officially it's the Mun, but it's close enough. Now let me lean into my mic because it's not loud enough earlier. I'm starting my gravity turn, and this will be my place where I'm going to land my next thing, which will be a refueler. But right now I'm just starting my gravity turn, burning a little below prograde, time warping, burning at Apaki, not the official thing of course, but close enough. I got really bored last night and I looked at all the mathematics behind, I think it's a binary transfer orbit. I don't remember, I just remember what they do. The Hoffman or I don't know. I can't say any of it, but I just looked at the math because I was really bored. And so I'll be using mostly lows, except not really because I had plenty of delta V. Now I'm just trying to narrow down my approach as low as I can and burn. Now this thing is very it accelerates very quickly, which I guess is a plus, and it also has enough delta V I could probably land it wherever I wanted on the Moon, including the poles, but that would be a pain in the butt. So now I'm just time accelerating, and I had problems. First of all, it kind of weighs a little bit too much, at least for my preference, and the fact that the throttle is very slow and unresponsive. I don't know why it does that, but it does. And now I am going to talk about other things while I'm landing. Listen, 8 times acceleration. So, copyright ID. Like last night, I just had the company that didn't own actually, but claimed ownership of the music I used on my last episode, CD Baby. Well, some reason, they claimed the music as their own. It was not theirs, they were just distributing it. I don't even think they did. I think YouTube, without their permission, entered it, and now this thing's spinning like crazy. I think YouTube entered it without permission of them, because they don't legitimately own any of the music. They just distribute it. They get a small percentage, they get a percentage of the profit. Now I had written permission from the person who made it, Bunny Majas, or however you say that. I still can't say it, I'm sorry, but I guess it's good enough for now. Now I'm burning straight up just to get my orbit and my Apaki. I can't say it. I don't know why. I used to be able to, now I can't. Well, either way, I'm burning to get that thing up. And so my last video got copyrighted, and that's one of the main reasons that you haven't seen a video from me in a while. At least about a month, I think. Maybe 2-3 weeks. Because I've been fighting that thing off like hornets. Because that thing, I wouldn't have cared so much if it actually had been their music, but it was not. So that's the reason I did not give up on disputing it. Now this is also my first dispute to ever have, so it's also kind of a new thing. Now I know how the system works, I know a lot of problems it has, but now I know what I need to get most beforehand to win one, or to help prevent me from getting a dispute in the first place. And so I go back into the Moon with this very bad craft. You'll see a couple of problems, like for instance, I'm having problems with it being equal, because, I can't show you this really easily since I'm not in-game right now, but I'm trying to land where I landed that probe, and I end up overshooting by a long shot. I'm actually very surprised I even did it myself, but, so this thing was split up between 2 weeks. This was before I went out of state, and it's about to be after state, when I went out of state. So I forgot completely how this craft worked, and I messed it up. So the fuel is actually getting pumped from the center tank. And so I'm having to equalize fuel on both sides so that it's even. But about right now, after I came back from being in New Mexico and having hell of a fun time, I forgot. I didn't know. So of course I put the fuel back outside into the outer tanks, and that makes problems. And it makes really big problems. It induces me spinning really fast and really bad. And the Kerbal the Kerbal doesn't end up living too, so, but at least I landed it. So this is gonna be my Mun refueler. I'm also going to show off my my kind of space tug to move all the stuff. And this is when I have problems. I don't remember. I'm like, why isn't it thrusting? Why isn't it So of course I think, okay, this is the end. I'm probably not gonna land this. But then out of just sheer luck, I even it out in time, just enough to land it. Now not on an even slope, but it is good enough. And so now I'm going to talk about the giveaway I just posted. I'm giving away the orange box, its valves, thing. I think it contains Portal, Half-Life Episode 1 and 2, I think also original Half-Life. And this is where I kill him. Like, you didn't see that. You didn't see anything. So now this is the space tug thing. I tested this thing a lot, and it should work. So back to the giveaway. All you need to do is just put anything in the comments. Just type something. I don't really care what. And that'll enter you for the drawing. So far I've only had one person enter it, and I guess it's good enough. I'm getting close to the end of this episode. I'm not going to actually put music because I don't want to get copyrighted again, because that'll really suck. I'm sorry. If anyone wants to recommend me royalty-free music, I can do that. Like, I actually might put a little music in the background about right now. You know, yeah. Future me, do that. Do that right now. Yeah. This is gonna be a pain in the butt to edit later, though. So future me, please do it. Just do it. Okay? Okay. So now I'm putting this thing to the Mun. It is very hard to control, that's all I have to say, because it wants to be, for some reason it's lopsided. I don't know why. I did everything with symmetry the whole time. I don't know. Either way, put it up there, make it so it will crash, because that's what I want, and then I turn it around and dislodge that stage so it goes crashing into the Mun. And this thing turns very slowly. I'm keeping from using any RCS because it uses it very quickly. I also have electricity problems about right now. I'm running very low and I can't really do much about it. Except for, you know, take back in an antenna. So I dislodge that stage, puts me barely into a higher orbit, only a few kilometers high, then I burn retrograde. Go into an orbit and I land very, very close to where I was trying to. Now I was debating going around a couple times just so I could see in the daytime, but I get bored. I'm like, this is gonna take 1 month of time. Well, about one. It'll take a while. Let's just say that, because the Mun and Kerbin are in a tidally locked thing, or at least the Mun is. So that means one side is always facing Kerbin. So guess what that means? That means that one Monday is 1 year. So that's kind of a pain in the butt. But I land this thing without being able to see the ground. It's very hard to control. And then pop back up, and I land it sometime about now. Yeah, I think I landed it. You can't see anything right now, but I deployed the legs so I can land on it sideways like that. Now you can see it. Then I do this. It's very hard to control. I probably should have made it easier. And if I had the docking adapter things, and then I blow that thing up on purpose, that little satellite flies away. Put it up on the right edge, and realize that's the wrong edge. And then I go over there. Now this takes me a long time. I think it's the rest of the episode to get on. But, yeah. I am going to have, from now on, if I move any new ones of these up here, I will have it with a little guider thing, so it'll be easier. And then I'm like, oh, that thing is way too hard to land on because I have to get the things lined up too, the docking legs. So I'm like, screw it, I'm just going to land on this one where I don't have to have the docking legs in much of a place. And I get it wobbling around on, and it gets on. So thank you for watching, leave a like or favorite, and adios.